Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, March 5th, 2026 Aries. This is your day, so don't waste it. Being helpful and the friendly person you are may find yourself catering to other people's needs and desires. Some could see you as a good Samaritan who could offer advice with a friendly attitude, but be careful of draining away your energy to others. This day might be better spent catering to yourself. Even though this seems selfish, you will love yourself for doing it. Taurus, reward yourself for all the great things that you do for people. You deserve to be treated like royalty and make sure you do so. There are many times that you get uncritical of the things that you could do and then you punish yourself unnecessarily. Give yourself a treat for being good instead of chastising yourself for being bad. At all times, however, you must remember that you're perfect just the way you are. Gemini, put your wisdom into action. There is no good in accumulating knowledge and then letting it sit. Collecting dust like an old book on the shelf, that's not good. Put your thoughts into motion and watch magic as things begin to manifest before your eyes. You have incredible opportunities today that will come to you when you're expressing yourself in your truest form. Wear something outlandish to remind yourself and others that an outrageous person is here. Cancer, enjoying the good times may be fun, but it may also get you into trouble down the road. Be careful of spending all your resources on pleasure without setting something aside for leaner times. The company you keep could encourage your self-destructive behaviors. Since they know you'll be always good for a good time, you could get swept away by the energy of the crowd. Better to stick close to those who support healthier habits. Leo, the surge of power within you is going to let others know that you mean business. Make good use of this fantastic boost of energy by conquering your own goals and demons instead of using it to wage war on anyone else. Other people should know to get out of your way when you have your mind set on something that you're dealing with. If they don't, politely ask them to move aside and keep steam rolling. Virgo, be more adventurous than usual. Feel free to take a trip somewhere without bringing a map or having a specific destination in mind. The sheer excitement of the knowing and the thrill will amuse you, not frightened or confused. Your enjoyment of the situation has to do with your attitude towards it. You may not be able to control the hand you dealt, but you could certainly control how you play it. Libra, you might find yourself in a difficult situation when faced with a person who doesn't necessarily approve of you or how you're handling yourself. It could be that someone misinterpreted one of your offhand remarks and now is violently overreacting. Be careful of shooting back caustic remarks that could only aggravate the situation and elevate it to damaging levels. Your words will be taken more seriously than you think. Scorpio, your interest in certain off-the-wall topics may be encouraged when you are engaging in a conversation with someone who shares similar thoughts. Perhaps you exchange ideas about UFOs and life on other planets. Suddenly you're looking at your life as if you were a character in a science fiction novel. Exchange books and other literature with those of similar mindsets. You may not be only the one who thinks there is conspiracy against them. Sagittarius, take your leadership abilities to a new level, gather some new friends and plan a trip that you've been longing and considering but with reluctant on acting. People will naturally look to you for leadership and guidance as you always seem to know how to keep things fun and positive. When it comes to your workplace, this might be a good time to ask for more responsibility and a raise. Capricorn, there may be a stalemate when you're unwilling to express your feelings. You might automatically assume that things will go smoothly if you leave the decisions up to someone else. Unfortunately, that plan will likely backfire if the decision is made by someone who doesn't necessarily have your best interest at heart. You may try to go back and reverse what has been done, thus fouling up the plan that has already been set in motion. Aquarius, decisions don't have to be as hard as you make them. You may feel as if the strong force is pulling you in a clear direction, so don't resist it. You'll only drive yourself crazy trying to put a list of reasons why you should or shouldn't go the way that you're destined to go. Make things easier on yourself by going with the flow instead of letting your mind interfere with constant chatter and resistance. Pisces, look at things from a more philosophical perspective. Instead of seeing everything from such an intensely emotional one, you may have a constant fear that everyone is out to get you. More than likely, you'll be blowing up small instances out of proportion in your mind. Use your friends as a sounding board for your thoughts, and more than likely, you'll understand the situation better by introducing this new perspective. This has been your daily morning horoscope for Thursday, 5th March 2026. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Beautiful good morning to you, DBS family. Of course, yeah, this face is back, but only for one day, all right? Maureen is a bit under the weather, so please, let's send her some good love. Let's send her some well wishes, of course, while she gets back on top of the weather and on top of things. But for now, it's your boy Vision right here on DBS This Morning for another DBS This Morning. But hey, you know the drill. We got a packed show coming up for y'all. But before that, let's check with the news desk to see what they have to say. We'll be right back.
Good morning. My name is Timothy Polio. Time now for the news. A 21-year-old is St. Lucia's 11th homicide for 2026. He succumbed to gunshot-related injuries moments after the Ansteray incident late Tuesday. The resident of the West Coast village is only one of dozens of young males who continue to lose their lives due to gun violence on the island.
I sat down and I'm on my YouTube channel, like just looking at some YouTube. I heard like gunshots just offloading. So one thing came to my mind is like, one of the guys mainly is a friend of my best friend's nephew. And he's not the type of person that usually be out that late, but he was there. So like I ran out of my office, dialing 911 one time too, and making them know well I heard gunshots and probably somebody got shot, but I haven't seen nobody yet.
In other news, a senior Ministry of Health official says there has been a confirmed case of the chikungunya virus in St. Lucia. National epidemiologist Dr. Michelle Francois says that this is the first case of the virus since 2021.
The individual was hospitalized for 4 days and received supportive care. He showed clinical improvement and has since been discharged home in stable condition, having made a full recovery. At this time, no additional cases have been identified in country. Our public health teams are actively investigating and implementing measures to prevent further spread of the chikungunya virus. Surveillance has been enhanced to detect and respond to additional cases, and vector control operations are underway to reduce mosquito populations in affected areas.
Finally, from us this morning, as tension escalates in the Middle East due to military strikes by the U.S. and Israel on Iran, concerns are mounting in St. Lucia about the potential impact on global supply chains and rising energy costs. The president of the National Consumers Association is advising St. Lucians to prepare for possible price increases and economic ripple effects.
The ongoing conflict in the Middle East, especially what's happening involving Iran, and the risk of major shipping route disruptions, we are opined that this has real and immediate implications for global energy markets. It can cause inflation and everyday costs that affect consumers right here in St. Lucia.
And as the news, thank you so much for watching and listening. Please join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thank you so much, News Desk. Stick around. This is DBS This Morning. We'll be right back. Welcome back, DBS family. Now, of course, you know, recently there was the Independence Business Expo, and myself and Maureen had the pleasure of going through all the booths and seeing some of the amazing artisans, the amazing entrepreneurs, all the amazing stuff that St. Lucia has to offer. I caught up with one of those. She's no stranger to us here on DBS This Morning, but my goodness, she has accumulated so much more in the product lineup. I can't keep up. She can't even keep up with herself. Blu Organics is the name, and everything skin and healthcare is their game. Let's see what they have to say. I had a chat with her. Ladies and gentlemen of DBS family, we have landed here at a very amazing booth. Business venture, I like to call it, because there's so much in front of me right now. Blu Organics is the name, and you will tell me what is the game. Welcome to DBS This Morning. How are you feeling?
The game is skincare, organic skincare. So to date, we have body scrubs, we have bath and body oils, we have different types of lotions, we have different types of creams. So for us, basically, everything we use is organic. We try to stay as organic and as natural as possible. So you name a herb, a fruit, or a vegetable growing in your garden, certain oil in St. Lucia, and we're going to be incorporating that into one of our products. Wow. So we use passion fruit, we use mangoes, we use beets, we use cucumbers, we use aloe vera. I mean, we use such a wide variety. A normal grass that you probably wouldn't even think has any value, we would create one of our soaps with that. We have senna and cassia, we have coffee, we have black seed. You name it, we do it. My mom, when I was little, my mom used to tell us if we couldn't eat it, then we shouldn't put it on our skin. If we couldn't eat it, we shouldn't put it. If we couldn't put it in our eye, we had no reason to put it in our skin. So I kind of grew up with that, and that is how the business was born. Besides the fact that my son had eczema, and I mean, we had a really, really difficult time getting products that actually worked for him.
Right.
So we had to go back to basics. We had to go back to the herbs and the oils and the clays, and voila, Blu Organics was born.
Let me tell you, I feel like you're having so much fun on a daily basis when it comes to...
You know, people ask me, what do you do to entertain yourself? And I tell them, this is what I do. I could not imagine doing anything else in my life. One thing that my grandmother taught me is that when you're picking a career, it has to be the last thing you think of before you go to bed, and the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning. And you should not be bored. You should not think, oh my God, I have to do this again. You should actually look forward to it. At the end of the day, you're going to be tired, but you're going to be happy. This is how you choose your career.
You know what I love?
And I did that.
You know what I love most about all of this so far with everything you said? Is that you keep mentioning your grandmother, you keep mentioning the family aspect.
I grew up on a farm in the country.
So you are taking those values. And we have a lot of people nowadays who just say, hey, granny, I always say no, and then just toss it aside. You said, no, these values I need to carry in life. And you've taken those values and put them into a hobby, and that hobby now is a business.
Yes.
That is fantastic.
So over here we have our Coco Loco. Everything you would find in a cup of cocoa tea, you would find in this crop. So you have cinnamon, you have allspice, you have nutmeg, you have bay leaf. Because all of those, a lot of those would be anti-inflammatory. So and eczema is inflammation. So a lot of those we've incorporated into it, and it actually smells amazing. Now we create that fragrance. We actually created it with the vanilla powder. So we create most of our own fragrances. We use essential oils as well as other herbs, so we kind of incorporate into it and create those fragrances. So when we tell you, we know exactly what's going into your product. We know from scratch what is going into your product. And we do not create large batches. We create small batches. When you order, we create a small batch and we sell it to you. I mean, we have the first product we actually started with was the ginger and turmeric scrub. And there are persons who are allergic to ginger, but those are our customers, so we kind of tweak it. If you tell us, well, you were allergic to this or you're allergic to that, you cannot use, then we would tweak the recipe just for you.
So at the end of the day, it can be customizable.
Exactly, so we could actually customize some of the products. That is some of the things that we do. One of our popular things also is the soap we make with breast milk, but that you wouldn't find on the market actually. So when a mother has a baby, if she wants to get the soap for her child, then she would bring the breast milk to us and we create the soaps for her.
Wow.
Because that is actually the best soap.
Wow.
So these are some of the things that Blu Organics does.
How do you even think of these things in the first
I don't
place?
know. This is what I tell you. For me, this is how I spend my time. This is what relaxes me. I go to bed thinking about it. I mean, I think of a herb that we used to use, and I think my dad knew every herb on this island. So I kind of learned this from him, you know, and I put it into the business, and so far this has worked for us.
It's amazing all what you said there, because I keep saying to business owners all the time, even me being one as well, that a lot of times we wonder why sometimes products may not sell. We may have some of the best marketing and so on, and the most flashiest of packaging, all the jazz, right? But then what sometimes matters the most, especially in this case where you have such personalized products, is that people need to know why they're investing into you. What's the story behind your products, your work, your talent, and why should I believe in you? How much do you believe in yourself? And you've told us here that this comes all the way back, like I said, from as far back as your grandparents, and has roped into today, into you. And I'm sure going to translate into your kids as well.
It will. My son actually has his own line right now. He's doing his own thing right now. Because he decided that he has reached a point where he can create better fragrances than me.
Wow.
So he says, Mommy, you don't do very good fragrances.
Wow.
So now he has his own line.
That's beautiful. Yeah. That is beautiful. Honestly, I mean, okay, you mentioned about eczema, you mentioned about the different ones and so on. You showed me here it's cherry, right?
Yeah. So there we use the cherry, the blossom, we use the flower, we use the fruit and the leaf to create that body product.
So from time it growing?
Once it's growing in St. Lucia, we'll use it.
You doing something with
yes.
it? That's fantastic. We could be here all day.
Listen, you know something like Senna and Cassia, when we were growing up, we know that our parents used to give us that as a purge.
Right.
You know, you drink it and then it will take you to the toilet, right? But we've created a soap with it because it's actually very good for your skin. So the same thing it would do to your inside, it would do to your skin also. So we have our soap with Senna and Cassia. When you were a little boy, they used to bathe you with the, remember the glory seed and the sour soap leaf? So we have that also.
Madam Blue, I have a question and I'm even afraid to ask it.
Go right ahead.
You're not afraid to ask it?
Go right ahead.
Because I feel like that's a question you probably yearning for somebody to ask you.
Ask me.
What's next for Blu Organics?
What's next for Blu Organics?
Because I'm sure that list is so extensive.
Yes, to date we actually have 127 products.
My God.
And the next thing we're actually going to be doing is that come September we're going to have our new products will be made from seawater and the sea grapes. So that is something you have to look forward to. You know the sea grapes that we have growing by the beach? We're going to be using that and the seawater to create a line of products.
Ma'am?
That's going to be our version of venotherapy.
Ma'am, as soon as that is ready and launched, you know where to find us. Matter of fact, we will come find you.
That's
all
it.
right, we will keep posted.
That is
all right?
it.
If persons want to purchase and contact you guys, how can you do so?
Well, we're online, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, or you can contact us directly on WhatsApp for 489-6555. And we also, now we have a website, and the website is www.blueorganics758.
Excellent.
So you can order directly from the website.
DBS family, St. Lucia, literally, there is something here for everybody. And if it's not here for you, they can do it for you. Very custom made. So you have no excuse. All right? You want to take care of your skin. You want to give yourself the most vitality possible. You know where to go. You know who to contact. You know where to be. All right? Blu Organics is the name. And everything skincare is their game.
That's it.
All right? That's $5 here for that trademark. Good morning, everybody. Take care. Now, Carnival is just kind of not really around the corner because you know we had the jazz first, but right after jazz is the Carnival. But that doesn't mean you guys, the artists out there, it's your time to start shining. Some of y'all are really early at the gates. Extreme Band is one of those. They're releasing, or have released, I should say, a new song. I'm really going to challenge them to see what that song is all about. So let's see what they have to say.
Boy, I don't know, some ladies might say they're jealous of me right now. I'm surrounded by men. And not just any men, some strong-looking guys, you get me? Oh, the perks of my work. But these are members from the Extreme Band. I'm just going to run through and they're going to introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Jamal.
What are you doing in the band?
I'm a writer.
Okay, is your writer there?
I go by the name of Chris.
What are you doing?
I'm one of the front men. Yeah.
Like you just
yeah,
singing?
yeah.
Hey, and you shy? What kind of thing is that?
Nai.
Nah, you sang last year, the nice library song. Oh, God, yes, boy. And of course, this is no stranger to the musical scene.
Yeah, Claude Jonas, yeah, the band leader.
Absolutely. Yeah. Right, so these are members from the band. The Extreme Band has been around for how long now? 20 years, it's been there for a long time. Yeah. But it's you that's speaking, you know. I don't understand how you put little fellas on the spot. But anyways, that's for another show. We're here because the Extreme Band has two new songs out. Yeah. And we just wanted to, you know, give them that platform because that's what we do. It's our responsibility to do that. You understand? We keep begging, oh God, all you put out music now. And when they put out the music, we need to stay abreast and stay ahead of things. It looked like you talking more to me, you know. So try and come over, scoot over a little bit here and come and talk to me because it's like you have all the information. Come, go on the other side, right? Tell me everything I need to know about those two songs. I mean, strategic. Is this the first time that you've decided to come out early with your songs, like this early?
Well, 2 years ago we did the same, but this year we are a little more structured with it. And the two songs we had, one is a genre segment and one is a normal soca. So we'll just want the listeners to just take a listen at both of them and
give feedback, get used to it. Yeah. Now let me ask you now, most times it's a misconception I think people have when they hear of a band, a musical band, they think that they're just going and back up singers. You get me? Yeah. Yeah, people don't really look a band, have their own music, and you know, it's a misconception I think people normally have, you know, but let me break off that myth right now. When as a band, to have your original music, when you're performing out and stuff like that, how convenient is this for you?
Yeah, it's something all the Lucian bands all of us are working on it. You have DYP, you have Impulse. I feel Impulse drop a song today.
Right.
You also have MTX from Viewfort. They had a song last year.
Great. Oh yes,
So
yes, yes, it's true.
when you look at the Dominicans, all of them, when they come to St. Lucia, is their music alone they're playing. So we Lucian bands, we need to step up on that too. So
right, have your music,
Yeah,
have your
our
original
music,
documents.
yeah.
Now, young man, you sang last year, and it was this first time coming into the arena, and I lied, the little song had me, you know, listen, I whine a little bit to the little song. So, I mean, this was your first time? Was it like the song when you actually sang a song? You sang with narrated?
Yes.
Right, I remember, because the song stuck with me. Now, tell me, since then, you know, what are some of the things? Are you on the songs that are coming up?
Yes. My song is Tonight I Drunk. It's not just about drinking rum, it's also about losing somebody, going for a gopal and stuff.
Ah, nice.
So yeah.
Let me tell you,
Yeah, we're going for
that. It's like me alone drink a whole bottle of rum, haunting my mother. I'll leave it in there for you. And you now, the other song is you, or you the vocals on it?
Yeah, so it's actually my first single. First
really?
ever, yeah.
Oh, first last year, first this year?
Yeah, so I've never dropped any musical content whatsoever. But
Right.
you know, but that's like something different for me. You know, my song is called Work for Your Money, you know. It talks about women being able to do the same thing guys can. You know, at the same time, when you work with style. You
Right.
understand? You
Okay,
know, like, you know,
okay.
look at you, you know,
Okay,
you come to work.
Instead of telling me we're getting licks on both ends. All right, so one gets a lick and one praises us on the other end. Right, I like that. I can work with that. I can definitely
Yeah,
work with
man,
that.
yeah,
And are the songs all on YouTube? They're out
Yes,
now on
they're
platforms,
all platforms,
and we could
all
definitely stream them.
Yes,
now,
yes.
you the writer, you wrote this music, or these guys wrote it for themselves? Are you the
I
writer?
wrote the one for the night. Tonight I'm drunk.
You tell you what you wanted, or you write it for you?
I wrote it, but what really happened is
Ah!
it's actually a good combination. I wrote the parts about the goat well, and he injected the alcohol.
You don't understand what I just do there. You know? Let me tell you, just put your whole business out there. Imagine that. I'm just trying to figure out which one of y'all was going to the GoPro. Yeah, so since you write about the GoPro, that was your thing. So you try and throw your thing on the man. That okay. You understand? You say, you better try and throw that on it. You say, this is how I'm dealing with it. Yeah. Wonderful. It's really amazing to see musical talents coming together. What is the anticipation moving forward this season? I mean, I know you guys play all the time at the hotels. You guys always got gigs going on. But you guys are heavily involved now in the carnival, which is rightfully so. What is the anticipation going through for this year's carnival? Anyone you want to talk to that?
Well, we just trying our best to come in for difference and be on that same level with most of the other artists we have in St. Lucia.
Yes, I.
So that's the aim right now.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Right, gentlemen. Any last words? Any take home for you guys? Well, you back at it again.
Yeah, stream Tonight I Drunk and Work for Your Money on all platforms, YouTube, Spotify. Check it out, give Extreme Band a listen, and there's more music to come, guys. Trust me.
It. Absolutely love it. Your take home now.
Yeah, so like you said, follow and give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and as well as if you want to book us for any events, just letting you guys know, we're the band for you.
Absolutely.
You know, so, yeah, but don't worry, this year Extreme is coming to take over. That's pretty much the mindset, you know, so we're getting involved in pretty much everything, you know. So stream our songs. You guys will like it most definitely. You will like either one. Absolutely. You will like one.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody who put it together. Greg's and Wade Williams, he was the writer for my song.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, as well as, you know, the band for, you know, putting their two-piece and stuff like that together. Absolutely. So, yeah.
Well, boy, we're excited to see what your day will bring. The stage we want to see you on. What about your take home?
Well, for me, the Extreme Band will definitely bring high quality, high energy. and a high level of relatability with the songs this year. So I just want everyone to just support good music.
Absolutely. And I think that's it, yeah? Support good music. The end. Thank you guys and all the best, yeah? Absolutely.
St. Lucia Cancer Society has many things coming up, okay? And we, of course, as DBS family, them being extended family, we had to make a stop with them. Dr. Remy is here to tell us all about what's coming up soon with the Cancer Society. Maureen had a chat with her. Let's hear what they had to say.
Well, good morning and welcome. Here we are. And whenever you see my good old doc here, you know what time it is. This woman is selfless. This woman is hot. This woman, oh gosh, she gives her time, her effort, her talent, her everything, you know, to the mission. And it's that time again. We're getting set for Relay for Life. And here she is, you know. Here she is again at the forefront, making sure that everything falls in line and everything is in place. Dr. Remy.
Hello.
Here we are again.
Here we are again. I think that's how we start all of our interviews.
Here we are again. And yes. It's good. It's good. And we're going to be seeing her again for a couple of mornings on the morning show, because we want to make sure that persons understand what Relay for Life, why Relay for Life, how Relay for Life, when Relay for Life.
Exactly.
So we want to get all of the information out there.
Yes.
So for the purpose of the benefit of persons who may have not been following, let's just reiterate again the platform, the Relay for Life platform, when it started, why it started, you know, and then we're going to get into the components of it a little later on down in the shows.
So Relay for Life is not singularly a St. Lucia Cancer Society event. It's actually an American Cancer Society event that started over 30 years ago. And we signed on to it and had the first Relay for Life in St. Lucia in 2024. In that year, we planned to have and executed Relay for Life on World Cancer Day, which is February 4th of each year. And it was, in all estimations, a success. So it lines up almost identically to what the Cancer Society in St. Lucia is about. It incorporates education, awareness, advocacy, and obviously some amount of fundraising.
Yes.
So just historical
critical part.
Exactly, right? And although we try not to make fundraising the focus, because you know, there's a lot more to do than just raising funds, but cancer treatment is expensive, and any programs that we actually as a society want to roll out, we have to be able to fund. So it has to be incorporated there. But it's usually in a fun way that we try to get participants as well as sponsors to assist us with our goals. So over 30 years ago, one doctor decided he was going to raise funds for his cancer patients and the American Cancer Society. And for that, what he did was he actually walked for 24 hours non-stop.
Wow.
And was able to raise over $27,000 US, I believe.
Wow.
Just one person.
One person.
And so following that, he was able to engage other people, whether it was colleagues or just interested community members, volunteers, survivors. And it has really evolved into an event where we celebrate survivors. That's usually like at the forefront. Yes. There's a section, a huge component of the event where we remember fallen angels, I should say, who did not win that battle against cancer. And we call that the Luminaria ceremony, or we can also call it the candlelight vigil. And then at the end, during the closing ceremony, we encourage everybody to join us while we do that closing lap, just to reaffirm our commitment to fighting and continuing that fight. So Relay for Life, last time when we had it, people came ready to run.
Yeah, because they heard relay.
Exactly, because that's what it is. But we did 6 hours last time, and we're going to do 6 hours again this time, because I'm not sure that we can have all the entertainment for 12 hours or 24 hours. So we're going in stages and, you know, pacing ourselves. But it really is that commitment that cancer does not sleep, and so neither do we. So we walk, run, talk, interact for 6 hours. Wow. So it's about community building. It's usually led by volunteers. Last time it was a lot of our board members and members who were hands-on. And I have to, although she's not with us right now, recall two people actually. The first, a moment of silence for one of our directors on the board, Miss Antonia Joseph, who passed in December. And obviously, on a more cherry note, just remembering and always expressing our gratitude to Diane Felician, because she was our administrator at the time, and she put in a lot of work in making
like that. That's her
yes,
thing.
exactly, making that event really a success. So we're hoping that we get the sponsors on board, but more importantly, we want to get the participation of corporate St. Lucia, of people, of survivors, because it's about you. Of communities, of students and teachers, and everybody just rallying, because I keep saying this, there is no family in St. Lucia that I think that has not had to experience or be a part of a cancer patient's journey. We must all know somebody who has been afflicted by cancer. So it really is a call for persons who participated last year, as well as those who heard about us but didn't come out, and those who are hearing about us for the first time.
Absolutely.
To really join us on March 28th. So we did not have it this time around World Cancer Day.
Right.
I think there are a lot of activities, independence, etc., to compete with. So we're hoping that March, people have some time.
Yes.
It's going to be a Saturday this time instead of a Sunday. So we've, juggled a little bit just to see how we can get maximum participation.
Absolutely.
And we're hoping that in the next segment, we can actually take you to the VG Field, which is where we're hoping to have, and we've confirmed the venue, Relay for Life 2026. So you can get a sense of what the activity is actually going to be about.
Absolutely.
And come join us. So it's March 28th from 2 to 8 p.m. And like I said, the main components, we start off with a bang with our survivors doing the first lap. And then we have a candlelight ceremony, usually when it starts getting dark. And then we invite everybody to the closing ceremony to do that final lap with us as we commit to fighting against cancer.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes.
And just before we wrap up, of course, persons continually want to stay abreast with what's happening. Your online presence is very much active. St. Lucia
Cancer Society. Our handles are, or we have handles on both Instagram and Facebook. And our website, which was down for a little bit, is back up.
Great.
And so all the information about Relay for Life is available there, including registration forms. So we're actually launching, we didn't have that bang of a launch last night, because I think people are kind of aware of what it is. But registration, etc., will open up from Monday, March 2nd.
Absolutely.
So if you check out our website at www.stluciacancersociety.org, the St. Lucia is STLUCIA.
Absolutely.
So we're hoping that you can just fill out your registration forms. We're not doing t-shirts. We're allowing everybody to be creative, come in your colors.
Yes.
We're attaching all the different cancer ribbons
colors,
and the
yes.
colors. So you can
absolutely.
choose. So the registration fee is only $15 this time around. For students, $10. So we're hoping that you will come and be part of the activity, and that you will leave feeling refreshed with the education and awareness that you received, as well as committed to helping us with that fight.
Also walking away with that, that good heart feeling, that warmth that people right there within the vicinity feels not alone.
And that's what all our survivors have said. They've come to these activities, especially Relay for Life, for example, in the United States, and when they felt all alone and were encouraged to come, and they felt like, oh my goodness, I'm not alone, and there's so much hope. So, and we have 2 new heroes of hope, which we'll talk about in another
episode.
So
Certainly, well, we are looking forward to the series. There's a lot of information, but just know that Relay for Life is on. Doc, thank you again, and we'll see you the next time.
Yes.
We've got a lot to talk about.
And thank you always.
Thank you.
And of course, that wraps up a fantastic, amazing show that we delivered to you guys this morning. I hope you drank your water. I hope you stuck around earlier before the show to do some yoga or Zumba with Trevor Lawrence. On your case, you feel you go skip the thing. Don't skip the thing. You're going work and you're sitting down and you're doing nothing for the day. And you are talking to, you. I tell you, my little power. Anyways, guys, have an amazing day. Of course, be positive, drink your water, mind your business, or mind the business that pays you. Of course, and catch us right back here, same time, same place tomorrow morning for another DBS This Morning. I'm your boy Vision, signing out. Have a great day. Peace.